So a lot has been happening on YouTube lately, and many creators are becoming frustrated. It all started sometime last year. YouTube updated their repetitious content to inauthentic content policy and started the implementation of this policy late 2025. And then in early 2026, there was massive cleanup on YouTube. That is the most they have done in the history of this platform. So currently, some of the channels that got demonetized fell victim of this new policy because of the inefficiency of the YouTube detecting system. That is the system that checks to know if you violate any of their policies on their platform. So in today's video, I'm going to shed more light about the new update. Uncle Richie from YouTube shared an update yesterday. So from the announcement he made, I would like us to pick two things which will form the detailed information I'm going to share in this video. So I'm going to also share the result. I tested some content on some AI detecting platform. I'm going to share the results so that you can also understand how the AI detectors, how they work. And then finally, I'm going to share my thoughts about what an authentic content should look like. So now let us hear what Uncle Rennie has to say.
Photorealistic AI, and it hasn't been disclosed, will now apply that label automatically. If you think that the system has gotten it wrong, don't worry, creators are still in control. As this technology continues to improve, if a label...
You see what he said there? He said, if you hide the system, you think the system has a problem, don't worry. And then the next comment was that the system is still improving. So now what you need to understand, and I've been saying this for a while, that the YouTube moderating system is still work in progress. And when you fall victim, don't let anybody gaslight you that you are not doing it right or you are not doing it correctly. Now, from what he has said, YouTube is working towards improving it. And what I noticed compared to other platforms, it's just like YouTube is the first platform to dive into this AI automated dictating system, because like recently Meta made an announcement that they are starting to implement the reduced content policy on their platform. But YouTube have been doing this like since last year, not even last year, for a very long time. And on Meta, creators on Meta have been complaining recently that their revenue has drastically dropped. And what Meta did with their AI automated system is that when you repost somebody else's content, they see it as reused content. And when you repost it multiple times over a period of time, they will shadow ban your page. So your content won't be visible to a new audience, just only the people that are already following you. So YouTube has been doing this much earlier, but this other platform are just following suit. So this is not just what this platform just decided, wake up one day and decided to start doing. There's been a lot of pressure from the outside, from governments, from businesses, and all that. So these platforms are trying to implement this, and this way have a lot of, toll on creators. So now, like what Uncle Richie just said, that it is work in progress. And if you go on YouTube's blog, if you go down here to this area, you see what they said here. They say, as the technology continues to improve, creators remain in control. So what this means, the technology is still improving. And if a creator thinks their content was incorrectly identified as AI generated, they can update the disclosure status in YouTube Studio. So this is just like you are personally appealing, you automatically appealing, taking back what the system might mistakenly termed as AI generated. So now coming down here, there's this something that is called the C2PA metadata. And this will revolutionize how this AI detecting system will be working henceforth. And there's something coming up sometime there's an event, and very important AI event that has to do with all AI service providers and all AI platforms. That will be coming sometime in August this year, and another one much later around December. So this will improve how AI detecting system works. So there's this what we call metadata. Like those of us that are tech savvy, we know metadata are some information apart from the thumbnail, the title, the description. There's some other little tiny things about videos or content. So this metadata has something like when that content was created, the kind of camera that shot the content, the time, the lens setting and all that. That are some hidden metadata that only tech savvy, can, know where this information can be gotten from, any, especially videos and even audios as well. So now, the problem with this type of metadata is that when you get a video and you edit it, the major data, the primary data will be affected. The metadata will be affected or be erased. To an extent, will be erased. So someone cannot know where the source of a particular video is coming from. So, but now things will be changing in this 2026 moving forward. So I will assure you, and like what I said earlier, I always say that now is not the best time to create AI generated content because the moderating system is not yet perfect. But the way things are going, is very obvious that before the end of the year, things will normalize. So if you reapply for monetization, you might eventually get it. And I've been getting results, positive results. Like I have about 4 channels that I've been working with, and about like up to 20 that I've been also, interacting with remotely. About 2 has got their monetization back. So I'm going to shed more light about how you can remain, like if you are creating content now or you plan to create AI generated content, what will make your content stand out as authentic content. You get the point. So now on this website talks about the AI watermarking. On August 2nd, 2026, Article 50 of the EU AI Act takes full effect. Among other requirements, it forces any company offering an AI system that produces synthetic images, video, or audio to mark those outputs in a machine detectable way. Not just a visible label on screen, just like what YouTube is implementing. The announcement they made recently, but an actual embedded cryptographic signal that software can read. Human eyes can see it and you can't erase it no matter how many times you edit or no matter the processes that content has gone through. That watermark will still be there. So now what the next paragraph says, the industry's answer to that requirement is called C2PA. So this is what will be taking effect from August. So Adobe, Microsoft, Google, Meta, and OpenAI all back it. DALL-E 3 support it. Microsoft Paint AI image creator now adds optional C2PA manifest. ByteDance Seedance 2.0 used in Capco's global launch this April, ship with C2PA watermarking built in. So what this means is that this is a new technology that will make every content that is being generated with AI to have an inbuilt watermark that can't be erased no matter how many processes or how many times the content has been processed. And this is a huge win for creators. So now you might say, what does this C2PA has to do with you as a creator? So on this AI platform, you can see here I uploaded this MP3 file and it said possible AI detected. So strong AI characteristics detected. And coming down here, it shows that pure AI, very likely 98%. Human, highly unlikely 0%. This shows that this content that I uploaded, that I tested, based on this AI checker, it suggests that this content is 98% AI. Although some of these detectors are not perfect, even YouTube detector is not also perfect. So that's why you see some channels are being demonetized even when they didn't violate YouTube's policy. A very important note here, dictated platform Suno 5. So this is an MP3 that I generated from Suno 5. That is the latest engine on Suno. So I uploaded it here and it automatically dictated everything and even shows that this content was from Suno. So the next content that I checked again, also possible AI generated. And you can see here, show typical AI generation pattern, but we might be wrong. So showing that these AI dictating platforms are not perfect yet. So here it shows that AI likely 39%, human likely 32%. So this is mixed. So definitely, in my own opinion, I think the YouTube's AI moderating system uses some parameters that will make your channel or your content to pass or to fail the inauthentic test. So there are a lot of some parameters that they are feed into the algorithm that will make, when the AI checks your channel, if your channel fails that fails the parameter, your channel gets demonetized. If it passes, you continue. The monetization is maintained. Then the last one that I tested, this was a content that I make by myself. This is just my voice. I recorded my voice and uploaded it here. And from what you can see here, it shows that this is human made. Strong human characteristics detected. And this is my voice. So here it shows that human, very likely 100%. With this information we have right now, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can stay afloat of this inauthentic policy. So another way you can test out your video if it could pass the YouTube moderating system is to just take a sample and upload it on Gemini. So this is what I did here, and I dropped this question: confirm if this video was generated with AI and share its metadata. So it gave me all this output, but the most important ones are here. Here it shows the resolution of the video, it shows the frame per second, the total frames, the duration, the codec, and also the digital signature. So you can see here the C2PA signature, what I just talked about earlier. So here it gives a total that's giving the C2PA tag tied to a Google PKI. It is highly likely this was created using Google AI video generation model like Google View, or another AI pipeline utilizing Google's secure content credential infrastructure. So YouTube or Google is already implementing this signature, or what we can also term as a watermark. So let me just play the video for you. So from here you can see that this video is AI generated content. This is an AI generated video. So now I'm going to show you another video that I tested, that is my own video. So I also dropped the same prompt: confirm if this video was generated with AI and share the metadata. So it gave me this output, and look at the most important point here. So here it shows that software signature found, Adobe Premiere. So this is the app that I use in editing my videos. So it dictated it, and finally down here it says that it dictated that this is a human. He speaks with a natural human cadence, saying blah blah blah. The presence of clear synced audio with conversational speech, combined with the Adobe Premiere signature and lack of AI watermarks, strongly points to standard webcam/camera footage. So this gives us an idea of how the YouTube moderating system could be working. What are the criteria that you can follow, or the tips that you can follow to make sure that your content is guaranteed authentic? So the first thing is that you go to your channel, you start reviewing your titles, make sure that they are different from each other. Even though if you are going to use similar, maybe part 1, part 2, part 3, you can just make either the thumbnail to look differently, maybe with different shade of colors or something like that. Just make them totally different so that the system will know that you are creating different kind of content each time you upload your videos. Then another thing again I'm going to highlight here is that you need to reduce, like you can see in the previous sample that I shared about the AI detector. Sometimes it grades that human is 100%, AI 0%, or the other one has higher, have some percentage, and human percentage wasn't in it. So now what you need to do, and I think now before everything gets, before the dictating or the moderating system gets perfect, now if you want to make AI content, I think you should add a touch of human into it. You can try, the best you can to add some human voiceover to it. Finally, when it comes to scripting, this AI moderating system or dictators, when you write an AI script, when you read an AI script, they will know that this script was written with AI. So now when you are doing your script, just make sure that you make some changes in some sentences, and just add some human touch, some little human error, so that the AI will know that, okay, like what you see here, it says that the presence of clear synced audio with conversational speech, you can see, so it can easily detect the conversational speech in that video. And let me just play that video. I think I didn't play the video. So this is the video. So this is the video. So you can notice that the AI dictated that I was in a conversational, speaking level. So it can easily detect all this. So even if you are writing your script, you are generating your script with AI, make sure that it has a human touch to them. So now, in summary, because I know many of us are quick to use free tools, and I would suggest that you create little budget to subscribe to some of these AI platforms that you use, like this C2PA, this new watermark that is taking place. I've shown you another content that I made from Suno, from free Suno, the Suno, the free version that I uploaded, and it detected that this particular content was generated with the free version of Suno. When you use these free AI tools, the AI moderating system will definitely dictate that you are using free tools. So they expect you, when you use free tools, it's just like millions of other creators are using the same thing, and it can trigger content like inauthentic or even reused content. So in all, create budgets, let your content have human touch. If it is possible, you can even show your face in your faceless content. You get the point. So now faceless is becoming partial faceless. So like, I still believe that by the end of this year, all these issues will die down. The AI moderating system on YouTube will be at least a little bit better than what it is currently. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have you reapplied for monetization and you got back your channel, or are you still waiting to reapply for monetization? What are your thoughts? How do you see this YouTube moderating system? In my own opinion, it is for the benefit of we creators in the long run. Just imagine that this AI swap is taking over the whole thing on YouTube. You know that most of us, we have no say on this platform, and we'll be struggling with views. So if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe so that you'll be getting useful content like this on your feed. And if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.